We see Madame Su shaking hands with Wu Chen and praises him, saying, "Wu Chen is indeed talented and impressive as rumored, and Miss Li has really good taste." Ruobing tells that Madame Su is too kind for the compliments. Madame Su tells them that it is not the right place to talk and they should move to a different place to have a proper conversation. Ruobing approves of the idea and tells Madame Su that even she has things to discuss with her. Madame Su gives a stern-eyed glare to Su Qing, making her scared as she hides behind Wu Chen to avoid eye contact with her mother. Everyone is in the Su Family Industries Jin Fu tea house. Madame Su asks Ruobing about her presence with her daughter. She tells that it is very impolite of her to take away her daughter from her without any notice, even if it was her boyfriend who did it. She threatens that Wu Chen's behavior violates the law and that perhaps she should consult her lawyer in that case. Ruobing tells that originally it was she who would meet with her daughter Su Qing, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, she had to ask her boyfriend to meet her instead. Madame Su questions why did Wu Chen forcibly take her daughter away. Ruobing calmly tells her that her daughter is already 27 years old and she cannot be forced to go with Wu Chen without being able to reject the offer. She questions whether Madame Su isn't curious about the reason for their meeting. Madame Su asks for an explanation and we see Li Ruobing getting up from her seat confronting Madame Su that Kuang Ying is not like a living person anymore and is just like a carefully crafted puppet who cannot even decide on how many bowls of rice to eat. She tells that this is the reason why Su Kuang Ying envied as well as desired to become a woman like her. Madame Su is very shocked at what Li Ruobing told her about just now. Ruobing continues telling that Su Qing always wanted to meet her to get some help but she couldn't help her. She grabs a packet with something inside asking Madame Su whether she knows about it. She informs that she had been taking this medicine and her daughter had brought it for her. Madame Su is startled, confirming it and telling that it is no big deal. Ruobing on the other hand explains that the point is not about the medicine but that the simple act of buying a medicine would bring happiness to her daughter. She tells that Su Qing has never bought medicine by herself before and that for her to go out alone and buy medicine is something novel and exciting at the same time, even at the age of 27. She seeks Madame Su's attention to see whether something is wrong with her daughter or not. Su Kuang Ying, with sweat rolling down her face, lowers her head, accepting the situation. Wu Chen is proud of Ruobing for her splendid performance as well as her logical ability. She asks whether Madame Su doesn't understand the situation as her daughter is extremely upset. As for today, she and Wu Chen were present when she wanted to go and buy medicine. But, what about the next time when there will be no one around her and whether she is not concerned about her daughter? The whole room fell into silence for 3 minutes. Madame Su asks whether Miss Li is seeking appreciation, to which Ruobing denies, telling that Su Qing is her friend. Wu Chen, yet again praising Ruobing, thinks to wrap up the situation and so starts to add fuel to the fire. He calls out Madame Su, telling that he and Ruobing had been working hard for the entire day just like that and even they are tired of it. This makes Ruobing question herself as to why is Wu Chen getting so angry, and draws to the conclusion that Wu Chen wants to speed up things, so she tries to play along, putting up a show together, telling Wu Chen what is he doing and he doesn't have to say that since Su Kuang Ying is her friend. Wu Chen raises his voice asking whether she hasn't had enough yet, that even after helping Miss Su out of concern that Miss Su might do something reckless and worrying that Miss Su might get in trouble, and what is she getting in return? They are blaming her instead of appreciating her and he feels very sad for her. Ruobing tries to calm down Wu Chen by patting him gently on his chest. She murmurs not to argue since Su Qing is her friend and not to get upset like a lovey-dovey couple. Su Qing on the other hand is terrified with their acting skills, thinking that even she would have fallen for it if she wasn't aware of it. This also makes Madame Su question whether she should really thank her or not, and then tells her that she understands her good intentions. She also tells her daughter that as a mother she didn't mean any harm to her and from now on, she will consider allowing her to do something on her own. She also tells that she is fortunate that she was able to make friends like Miss Li. Even Ruobing praises Kuang Ying for comforting Madame Su and tells them that she is getting late and won't disturb them anymore. In a gentle tone, she comforts her daughter, advising her to not work up too much with the pressure put on by her. She tells Su Qing that she can stay and enjoy her day and can come back to the company's meeting the next day, and she will head back first. Everyone takes a sigh of relief as Madame Su takes a leave and the main door is closed. Wu Chen labels it as a mission accomplished as the first stage of their plan ends there. Ruobing looks at Madame Su leaving, telling Su Qing that her mother didn't leave any bodyguards or insiders behind to monitor them. Su Qing instantly grabs Wu Chen out of joy, asking whether he was really angry as he looked very fierce, to which Wu Chen denies, telling her that he was just acting. Ruobing is jealous and requests them to stop it for the time being. Wu Chen tells them that it was time for business and whom should he call first. Ruobing is all worried as she brawls over Wu Chen, grabbing his hand and telling him not to mess around. Wu Chen asks her whether he said that he was going to cause trouble. Ruobing tells him to stop playing around, and since everything is fine now, Madame Su is unlikely to pursue anything against them anymore, as he can continue meeting Su Qing in the future, and asks what more does he wish? Wu Chen asks Su Guangying whether she wants to continue meeting each other secretly like a love affair or not, since he doesn't like it that way. He tells that if she follows him, then he has the obligations and means to relieve her of her difficult situation and not let her be forced to choose between love and family, making her blush. He puts his hand around her, telling her to come and listen to him as he has to make a few calls. He tells her that he will contact other people and that he wants her to take over the power of the Su family and become the CEO of the Jin Fu Club in the shortest time possible. After this, she will have the final say not only in the company but also at home, which will prevent her mother from controlling her in the future, as her mother will understand that she cannot control a powerful person like her. And her father will be even more proud and pleased with her. He asks her if she is willing to do the same, to which she agrees after some thought. He appreciates her willingness and searches for a contact, and then starts the plan by calling the contact on his phone. Wu Chen is sitting on a sofa dialing a number with Ruobing and Su Qing standing beside him. Ruobing sits down close to Wu Chen, which makes Su Qing jealous, seeing them so close to each other. She also wants to be close to Wu Chen, so she goes and grabs his arm with her arm like a cute couple. Wu Chen asks Su Qing as to whether she is tired and if she wants to listen to the call. He can put it on the speaker. The call is connected and the person asks about who called him. Wu Chen asks whether he had any nightmares recently and did he dreamt about the Nanhe warehouse and that Bei Keifeng had requested to ask about it. He questions whether it is true that he has made quite a bit of money in recent years, which makes the person yell at him, asking who he is. Wu Chen tells to meet him 1 hour later at the Qingyuan Tea House's private room. Ruobing questions Wu Chen if he can really take over the Su family with just those 2 sentences he spoke earlier. Wu Chen asks whether she didn't get it and gives her a hint that it's internal disintegration, meaning breaking down from within. Ruobing tells him to reconsider it a little more. Wu Chen sarcastically replies her whether she wants to make a bet again, to which she declines and tells them to depart. 1 hour later we see them arriving at the place, and Wu Chen instructs them to stay there and have tea as he will go to the room first. Wu Chen enters the room and, seeing the person already arrived, compliments him on being very punctual. The old man gets up and shuts the door and asks him whether it was he who spoke to him earlier over the phone. This person is Yao Honglin, the director and shareholder of the Jin Fu Group, and holds 3.8% of the shares. Wu Chen agrees that it was he who spoke over the phone, which makes Yao Honglin is furious as he demands to know where Bei Keifeng is and questions him about how much Bei Keifeng paid him as a bribe and what he wants. He yells at Wu Chen, telling that he cannot threaten him just because he knows a little bit about his affairs. He adds that if Wu Chen is so smart, then he should reveal Bei Keifeng's whereabouts and he will give him a huge sum of money that Wu Chen would never be able to spend in his entire life. Wu Chen, sipping tea from the cup, tells that they can talk about the money later and that he is truly someone who kills and sets fire. He admits that Mr. Yao is really bold and daring. Mr. Yao tells Wu Chen to do whatever he wants but not to make unfounded accusations about him. Wu Chen with a smirk inquires about the money buried in the barren hill and tells that with the advancement in technology, the unsolvable cases previously can be easily solved now, and what does he think about it? Wu Chen has clearly hit the pain point of Mr. Yao, making him anxious and asking if he is there to extort money from him. And if this is the case, He will give him 150 million and tries to shut up Wu Chen's mouth by bribing him. Wu Chen advises Mr. Yao not to be impatient and tells him that he has heard that the boss's business has been bad recently and he had to rely on falsifying accounts to cover the losses. He asks about the name of his little mistress who helped him with it. Mr. Yao is completely terrified and tells him to stop and tells him that he will pay him 2 billion. He changes it to 3 billion and will split it in installments and tells that Wu Chen won't get anything more. Just then, we see Su Qing barge into the room as she calls out to Mr. Yao, making him completely stunned for a moment. He tries to calm down Su Qing but couldn't utter a single word. Wu Chen places his hand over Mr. Yao's shoulder and asks him why did he come over to the room so quickly, and Mr. Yao asks if they heard everything. Su Qing questions Mr. Yao about whether he really killed people and set fire to them. This makes Mr. Yao startled and we can see him sweating from fear and stammering and speaking a few words. Wu Chen calms down the situation by pouring tea into the cup, telling her not to talk about the past for the time being. He tells Mr. Yao that he will be straightforward and doesn't need his money, which makes Mr. Yao even more frightened, thinking about whether he wants to take his life, if not his money. Wu Chen tells him that from now, all he has to do is to support whatever Su Qing says in the board meetings. Mr. Yao asks whether it is that simple of a deal, to which Wu Chen affirms. Mr. Yao gets relieved and jokingly tells Su Qing that he thought that someone was going to kill him and it scared him a bit. He said that she can directly tell him if there is a small matter like this, and how could he not comply with her word since it is not necessary to trouble her and Wu Chen. He breathes a sigh of relief since he knows that Su Qing is the only successor of the family, and no matter what happens to the Su family, she will eventually become the chairman of the group. So if they want to use him for their benefit, they won't sell him out, which will not only resolve the crisis but will also make him huge profits, and thank them, assuring them that from now on he is with them in all their decisions and would always look up to her as his leader. Wu Chen tells that a gentleman's word is good as his bond, so Mr. Yao can leave, making Mr. Yao happily leave. Ruobing is unsatisfied, questioning Wu Chen if this is all he got, since even if Mr. Yao supports her, there will be no use in getting one vote from a single director, as there are more than a dozen of directors on the Jin Fu board and not everyone will fall for his threats. Wu Chen asks her if she is trying to get him to say something. Ruobing, in a serious mode, tells him that she isn't joking with him and what he did was blackmailing, and it can be very serious if things go wrong. And there are over 10 directors on the board, so how can he solely rely to deal with them by blackmailing them? Wu Chen tells her that he doesn't need to deal with all of them since some of them will be enough. Su Qing is all excited, asking him about how many people they have to threaten, and he tells them that there are 5 more left and she can continue drinking her tea while she waits for him. Su Qing gets concerned, telling him not to work too much and tire himself. Next, we see if a horde of board members, the chief managing officer, the chief financial officer, the legal supervisor, the institutional shareholder, and the independent director, all blackmailed to vouch for Su Qing from then on. After all this is finished, we see Wu Chen taking a leave, telling them to take care. Ruobing yet again questions Wu Chen that he hasn't reached 2/3 of the seats on the board and not even half of the board with 6 directors. So, how would he control the whole board? Wu Chen says that some things are complicated to explain and she should wait for the results the next day. Su Qing grabs him, telling whatever her husband said is correct and that she will listen to him. Wu Chen tells that there are still some things that need to be explained to Su Qing. So, he asks Ruobing whether it is okay for them to stay at her place for the night. Ruobing, having no choice, agrees to his stay, and we see them all walking by towards the house. We see Ruobing telling Su Qing to go and take a shower first as she grabs Wu Chen to the balcony, telling him to stop talking. Grabbing him by both her hands over his shoulder, she demands him for a kiss. Wu Chen and Li Ruobing are having an intimate moment in some weird position. Wu Chen thinks that this cannot be true since Su Qing has gone to take a shower and will come out soon. So no matter what, Ruobing will never pick this moment and thinks that if this is the case, then Ruobing is just acting. He soon realizes that Ruobing is looking for a paparazzi and so makes her all worked up for it, as we see Ruobing in a high thirst for something special. We see a paparazzi filming them with a camera in his hand, so Wu Chen decides to play along, making sure that Ding Rulong gets even more offended. A couple of minutes later, Wu Chen tells her that the paparazzi should have gone by now, making her realize why he was so relaxed, and since it's getting late, she tells him to rest easy. Meanwhile, we are shown the scene of South Guang City in the Rui Long Company's head office, where Ding Rulong is really agitated by Li Ruobing's recent scene on the balcony as he watches all the videos the paparazzi has taken. He is fuming in rage to take revenge against Wu Chen as he swears to kill Wu Chen. Ding Rulong calls his subordinate Zhang Chuan, who is one of Ding Rulong's most trusted subordinates and an ex-special force. He orders Zhang Chuan to go to East China and find this guy named Wu Chen, showing a photo in his hand, and orders him to will Wu Chen with as worse as he can do it. We see it's actually the complete information of Wu Chen. Seeing that the East China Sea is Li Tai Ruo's territory and requested 5 days to finish the work. Rulong is already frustrated and says that he cannot wait for that long and gives him 3 days to listen to the news of Wu Chen's death. Zhang Chuan is in stress over it, obeying Ding Rulong's order. The next day we see Wu Chen and Su Qing sleeping together, and Wu Chen tells Su Qing to wake up. She tells that she hasn't had enough sleep, but Wu Chen tells her to get more sleep after she finishes her work for the day. He also asks her whether she remembers the things he taught her the day before, and she agrees, nodding her head, as the current day's success or failure will decide her life's fate. We see Ruobing in a stunning maroon dress entering their room, telling Su Qing to get up and she will give her ride to the company. Su Qing gets all ready, and we see the employees informing her about the paperwork and other work they carried out. She tells them that she will discuss everything after the meeting and that she has to go to the conference room for the meeting as she bids farewell to Ruobing. She then proceeds towards the office building, ordering the subordinates to come in with her. It's 10 a.m. in the Jinfu company, and we see an executive meeting taking place. Madame Su is very furious with Su Qing as we see there is some disagreement between them regarding the decision of firing 2 employees, namely Zhou De and Yang Kuo. Su Qing also tells her that if they disagree, then she will call the board of directors, which makes Madame Su even more enraged. Su Qing tells her mother that she is the executive vice president of the company, and as a member of the board of directors, she has all the rights to call for a board meeting. Acting all up, Su Qing tells that in fact she is the executive vice president, and so she doesn't require any resolution from the board to lay off an employee from the security department and the deputy director. She tells her assistant to notify the human resources department about it once the meeting is over. Madame Su slams her hand on the table, asking what wrong did those 2 employees do that she is firing them for no reason at all, and that it's the company's fault that the incident caused labor issues, and if the news spreads, it will have a huge impact on the reputation of the company and they cannot afford these consequences. We get a flashback of the previous day when Wu Chen gave a pen drive with proof regarding the 2 employees she wants to fire, as those employees have done something very serious. Su Qing steps up with confidence as she tells Madame Su that she has a reason to fire them from their job. She explains that 5 years ago in the morning, there was a major robbery at the company's store in East China's Commercial Street. It was the largest store of the company in the country, with the best decoration and surveillance systems as well as the highest level of security. Switching on the projector with the remote, she shows the chart of the company's share price, telling that since such a store was robbed, the outside world started questioning their security capabilities along with the decision-making board, which caused the stock price to drop for many years, and so the company's value fell to 40 billion. So, it's common sense that Zhou De, who is the director of the security department, needs to take responsibility for it. But for her, it doesn't matter whether Zhou takes responsibility for the incident or not, as they must let the outside world know that the company is determined to reform on security-related issues. She tells the board that only by firing the director of the security department, Mr. Zhou De, can the company pull back the stock prices, making everyone think that she has changed a lot from before. Madame Su allows her to fire the security department chief, but questions Yang Kuo and whether she will also going to shift the blame to his head. Su Qing tells her that she shouldn't blame Yang Kuo, who doesn't even work for the company anymore. This makes Madame Su confused, making Su Qing inform her that Yang Kuo was only working for the company in name as he was just her personal bodyguard. This makes Madame Su realize that it doesn't matter who is controlling whom and that it is not the main topic but that Su Qing is trying to rebel against her. So she tells to call the board of directors meeting and immediately notify the company's board for a meeting being held at 3:00 in the afternoon the same day. On the other side, in the symphony fashion, Ruobing is questioning Wu Chen as to why did he visit the company, and since the Su family is going to be turned upside down, isn't he going to do anything? Wu Chen reminds her that he has done everything and they have to just wait for how Su Qing performs, and he just wants to draw for the time being. Ruobing is looking gorgeous, making her curious, asking about what is he drawing. Wu Chen with his damn riz says that he is drawing her. Wu Chen thinks that the photos Ding Rulong's men took the previous day would be done with their investigation, and since they would be preparing to make a move, it's time for him to do something. We see Ruobing questioning him again about the same thing, and he tells it is nothing but just a sketch for her that he wants to draw. Ruobing tells him that she cannot be a model for him as she is busy with her work and doesn't have time for it. Wu Chen tells her to carry on with her work and he will do his work and she can pretend that he is not there. He scrolls through a WhatsApp group chat which mainly focuses on sketches, and there is a person in the group who needs to draw in order to complete their tasks. There is also a person in the group who has a close relationship with Ding Rulong. As she completes the outline of the sketch, he texts that teacher Xing Chen is very strict, making others question his legitimacy and sketching skills. So, he clicks the sketch of Li Ruobing which he completed a few moments ago, and posted it in the group mentioning he was casually drawing it. 40 minutes later, everyone is shocked and in awe of his sketching skills as they praise him for his work, trying to contact him in the group chat, and we see multiple private messages from them for Wu Chen. Wu Chen is still waiting for the person to message him about the trap he had set up. He soon gets a private message from a woman that she has a daughter in junior high school and her daughter has been studying art for 3 years now, and requested whether he can give her some guidance, making Wu Chen excited as he catches the fish he set the trap for. We get to know that she is Ding Rulong's senior high school sister who holds the most special position among all of Ding Rulong's women. The reason why her position is so special is because Xing Rulong had an illegitimate daughter together with her who is now 14 years old. Wu Chen replies by telling her that she is being too modest and whether he can evaluate her daughter's artwork first. He praises her daughter's artwork skills, telling that her daughter draws well and is much better than the children in the group who just joined, and she is really a talent. She says that getting affirmation from a top expert indeed gives her confidence that her child truly has the talent. Replying to Wu Chen, she tells that it's great to hear coming from him and asks him what he does for a living and whether he is in Shanghai. It's even easier than Wu Chen had thought. He questions her about why she asks about it. She explains that he is more skilled than the teachers she had met before and would like to invite him to be his daughter's tutor. Accommodation won't be a problem for him, and she will also pay him 2,000 yuan for each tutoring session. He tells her that she is being too polite and indeed her child has great talent, but as for her proposal, and then leaves midway. She asks him whether he has any concerns, and everything is easy to discuss and to refuse her offer. Wu Chen cunningly tells her that since they have had this fortunate encounter, they can discuss the details in a while. She tells him to feel free to contact her whenever he has time and that she will be waiting for his message over the next 24 hours. Wu Chen's plan is going on smoothing, and it's time for him to make that woman all his so that she will come to Donghai and be completely under his control, as she is an important key to the black material that could incriminate Ding Rulong. He gets up from his seat requesting Ruobing to continue with her work, and he needs to leave as he also has something to do. The women and her daughter are just a part of Wu Chen's plan, and there is a lot more to come. Wu Chen dials someone who asks him about Wu Chen's identity. Wu Chen replies that obviously, he is looking for him who is a double agent, and what does he think about death when Ding Rulong finds out about his mission. The person on the call denies it, saying that Wu Chen is speaking nonsense, and asks who he is, telling that he has no idea about who he is talking about. Wu Chen asks since he is not admitting, then Wu Chen should go and find Li Ruotai about it, making the person plead with Wu Chen to stop and asks him to talk things out. Wu Chen tells him to do as he says and he will meet him around 3 p.m. the current afternoon and he will send the address later, to which the person agrees immediately. It's 3 p.m. in the Jin Fu group where everyone is present at the meeting of the board of directors as Madame Su orders to close the door and tells them to begin with the meeting. The board meeting begins as Su Qing begins informing them about the agenda of the emergency board meeting. She tells that originally it was just a small matter, but since they have convened a board meeting so everyone is free to voice their opinion on this matter. She tells them to provide a logical reason for their disagreement rather than opposing just for the sake of opposition regarding the matter. This takes everyone aback as it was an open warning to everyone present in the meeting. Yao Honglin thinks himself fortunate enough to know about the situation in advance, otherwise it would have been difficult to adapt to someone like her all of a sudden. Madame Su takes the lead, appreciating her that she really impressed her today, but it is not feasible to do so regarding the matter. Zhou De has been with the company for over 10 years, working his way up from factory security manager to main office supervisor, as he has always performed his duties with diligence and professionalism, as he never made any mistakes. So, if they let him go just like this, it would also discomfort the other veteran employees who have been serving the company for so long. Everyone agrees with Madame Su's remarks as it makes sense. Madame Su thinks that it is good as Su Qing has not contradicted her statements and the tide of the board has shifted towards her side, so she continues saying that in the morning, Su Qing had said to let Zhou De resign on his own and compensate him privately, but he has the right to refuse. If they forcibly dismiss him, it might lead to arbitration and media attention by their competitors, which might lead to fluctuations in the stock price. All the board members talk about agreeing with Madame Su, as there is indeed a risk. Su Qing is fixated on the matter, telling that it's futile to argue like this as they will not get to any substantial opinion, so they should vote directly, and tells everyone to raise their hand who is in support of her proposal. This makes Madame Su very angry, questioning how dare she try to ask for voting, but is stunned by Yao Honglin as he raises his hand in support of Su Qing. Soon other members of the board start to raise their hands in support of Su Qing. This comes as a major blow as all the important people stood in support of Su Qing. She is furious at Chen Lei as she didn't care about others, but she had made Chen Lei join the company as a financial clerk after graduation from the university, and it was she who promoted her step by step to her current position, feeling betrayed by her. Su Qing tells her mother to stop influencing the votes in such a way and tells everyone to continue voting. Wu Chen had told her already that not everyone needs to speak up actively and some fence-sitters only need to see her attitude and the display of her firmness and power, and they will automatically follow the trend to support her. Su Qing thinks that she needs to be even more forceful in her words to grab their support, so she firmly asks about who else supports her. This makes Tang Diang, the elder of the group and Madame Su's most trusted and closest brother, vote for Su Qing. Madame Su cannot digest that even her brother has voted in Su Qing's favor. Tang Diang tells her that Kuang Ying has grown up and even she can see how she has become. Madame Su fumes in rage as she slams the table with both her hands, getting up, labeling it as nonsense. She tells that they have only 9 votes and not the majority votes yet, and she wants to see who else dares to make trouble for her. We get to know that the board resolution requires 2/3 of the majority votes for major issues, while a simple majority vote is sufficient for ordinary resolutions. Since the meeting was held for a minor issue, Su Qing needs 1 more vote for the win. Su Qing now deploys her tactics, slamming her hand on the table and drawing everyone's attention in the meeting towards her. Since Wu Chen had previously said her that the key is not about controlling the board of directors but about making her mother give up, so the final step is whether she can achieve a decisive victory or not. Su Qing knows that it's time to enter into the final step of her plan and questions her mother whether she is sure she wants to go on with the voting. Madame Su tells her that she is going to do it the same way and she isn't afraid of anything, and since she is her mother, she can still control her. Su Qing tells that she may not vote in her favor as she is the chairman's wife and so everyone listens to her. But she cautions her mother that it is not in her own interest and for the Su family's and the company's best interest, and tells that she hopes that Madame Su will think through the matter clearly and what exactly she is trying to do. Questioning her, Su Qing asks how long she intends to become a laughingstock in front of others as a family. Madame Su is stuck in the realization that if she doesn't let Kuang Ying's proposal get approved, there will be huge internal conflicts within the Su family from then on, and even the board of directors will split into two fractions, which will result in an internal strife in the company and thus leading to poor business performance. The company stocks will fall even more as Su Qing will have no hope to succeed the company, which will ultimately result in the bankruptcy and collapse of the company. This makes Madame Su realize her stance as she walks out of the meeting, slamming the door shut close as she cannot accept her defeat. Su Qing takes the lead, questioning the rest of the directors present in the meeting on who else wants to support her and who else wants to oppose her.